What about personal trainers?
In terms of what? Do I think that they're beneficial? Or absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of people think, of course, too, they can go, do it on their own and stuff. Thing about trainers, though, a lot of these guys, they end up working for the gyms, and of course, they kind of sell you the whole package thing. They don't want just people doing, one or two sessions right there. And the truth of the matter is that, you should get quite a bit of a package, because the worst thing you can do, honestly, as a beginner is to start developing something incorrectly. Even, somebody like myself, I've been doing this 20 plus years, I still have a trainer, and it's not somebody to just sit there and, count reps for you. This is somebody who also assists you, in your goals counting, helping you to obtain your goals there. It's not, again, just somebody sitting there counting reps and stuff like that for you. No, I would highly recommend it. Of course, one of the biggest downfalls is that, it's the cost aspect of things. But, you got to ask yourself, how committed are you? How committed are you? Are you willing to put out, the effort for the trainer? Are you willing to put out the money for, the diet? Are you willing to put in the time at the gym? Because if you're not willing to do it, it doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter. A YMCA, or you can go to the fanciest Equinox. You're not going to see any results. It's, you could take a guy who's fully committed, who's working out at the park, with sandbags. He's going to see better results than somebody who's over at Equinox, in Beverly Hills, is putting out a half-assed job. Your body doesn't know the difference.
So let me tell you this. I attend a martial arts gym, and I also attend a high-end fitness center, right? And when I signed up there, I wasn't interested in the trainer, and like I said, I was over fat, right? Probably overweight too, but what I was concerned with was the over fat. And so I started working out, and that was, in last summer, 2019. And of course, they bombard you with the trainers. Every as a new member there, every machine I go to, every, weight set that I go to, got another trainer. Hey, do you got a trainer? I'm like, I'm not going to sign up for your training. Just straightforward, you know what I mean? So they kind of eventually got the hint. Hey, this guy's not going to order personal training. After losing my weight, after losing my fat, right? The main head trainer at the gym came up to me. He kind of really hadn't paid attention to me. He was kind of, whatever. He was a nice guy to say hi, but, never really came and had a conversation with me until he saw that I lost all that fat. And he came and actually told me, he said, hey, look, Pete, you are the minority. You are the minority of people. He said, what you've done is amazing. He said, I've seen the transformation. I've seen it with my own eyes. And he said, most people do not do this without a trainer. You know what I mean? Most people need a trainer. He said, you're the minority. He said, my hat's off to you. Keep doing what you're doing. He wasn't trying to pitch me on his services, at that point.
Right.
And it felt really good, and I like that guy, But so most people probably need that,
Yeah, not only that, but it's also, think of it as like the concession stand at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Where, gyms, they don't make the money off of the monthly memberships. What they do is, honestly, they're hoping that you quit. I'm serious. They're called meat markets out there. Again, your gym is like that. There's a lot of other gyms that are like that. They really don't give a crap about your success. They want you to quit. That's why they get all these machines and stuff like that.
Why would they want you to quit? That doesn't make any sense.
Because you've signed a contract.
Okay.
You see?
So then they continue to get your money. And
absolutely,
they can sell the seats to somebody else.
Basically, that's absolutely, yes. The whole trainer thing comes into play where I know, for example, like, your gym charges close to $100 an hour for a trainer. Now, I promise you, the trainer himself does not get that. He probably gets maybe 30% of that if he's lucky. No, but they, the remaining balance is how the gym itself collects the revenue. Again, look at what, again, when you start looking at a monthly membership, that's, very, very little. When you start subtracting, the rent, the insurance, and all the other overhead that, the typical gym has right there, what do you honestly think they're collecting as profit out of that, Yeah. Right.
Hey, I'm Cheyenne Camel, and quarantine at home isn't an excuse not to get your at-home workouts in. I found mine at allgymreviews.com.